This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 269, Gronk's favorite episode.
No,
Gronk.
not really. He's still a big fan of just 69.
Oh,
It's 200 better than Gronk's favorite episode.
everything's better than Gronk.
Even Tide Pods.
Yes. I'm Jason,
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
and with us this week for a follow-up on how bad he did during the Oscars, film critic to the stars and to Hobie, Scab Jeff is here. Welcome, Scab.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming back on.
I'm excited to come back on. Not real happy with my picks.
Did you do better than Shape of Water year?
I did much worse.
Okay.
It was if I had gone with the ones that I thought should win, I would have done better.
Okay. Well,
That's your problem, Scab Jeff. You actually went for actual quality and meaning over this bullshit that they use to select the winners.
No,
You mean
No,
people
I went for
voting?
I went for the bullshit
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
the quality and meaning, and that
then
hurt me.
Screw you, man. You're wrong.
Yeah, I on my picks, I picked all the favorites, the odds-on favorites, and I got 11 of 24 right.
11.
I got 13 wrong.
But you went to 11.
I turned it up to 11.
All I have to say is that someone sitting at this table won or at least co-won the Oscar party bet pool.
That's awesome.
But the trophies stayed at my house.
Well, that's just because someone who was
Forgot it.
too drunk to actually pay attention to the end of the thing actually picked Green Book to win.
I actually love the fact that our Hobie statistician is now tallying up Scab Jeff's right and wrongs. I mean, it was like he didn't have how many days since the Oscars occurred? 3
day and a half.
4
Leave-
day and a half.
leave intern Hackney alone.
And the statistician is now calculating Scab Jeff's percentages.
hey, intern, how you doing over there?
I got it.
Okay, he's going. He's finishing it up. Good news is we're not doing that until News of the Geek, so it's okay. We got time.
You got
we
more
got time. You got
Double
time,
check.
intern. Hackney!
But in the meantime, you're skipping over the fact that I won the pot, or half the pot.
You know what, Jeff?
And then he was so mad that she was so drunk and still won the trophy.
How much did you win?
What,
It was pretty
$28.
good pot.
$28 was half the pot. So
How did this work again?
for every one you get wrong, you owe $1 to the pot.
I
Okay.
owe $13.
Okay.
I owed 11.
But how do you win the pot?
You get the least amount wrong.
Oh.
I think we might need to get a new film critic.
No. His critiques actually were right. It
Okay.
was the fact that he thought other people were going to go a different way.
Okay. So you got 11 wrong total?
No, that's not that. I went differently because
Oh, okay.
the odds were shifting all throughout the week.
I would love to see you at your house on the computer with the Vegas odds. Okay, that moved up, so I gotta switch it. Okay, hold on, wait, I'm going here.
You realize you were invited to the party and you could have seen it.
I'll be honest, actually, to be fair, my kid did have a late soccer game that day. We did not get home until like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, by the time I
going, weren't they?
they just started. By the time I get my kids to bed and everything, it was a little late.
No,
so I
it wasn't.
apologize.
They were still going.
My kid actually did have a late soccer game.
3.5, 4 hours of dribble.
You know what? Okay, let's talk real quick. No host, and it actually went quicker than I ever thought, and it was actually more enjoyable.
No, it's not.
No,
it was
wasn't.
actually 30 minutes faster than what it normally was.
It felt quick.
So that's quicker if it's 30 minutes faster than it normally is.
Do you know how time
if
works?
they did it in 60 minutes, I'd be impressed. But if you go from, we went from 4 hours to 3 hours and a half, I'd be like, whatever. And I did.
They cut a half hour off. I don't know what you're complaining. I don't mind it going 4 hours.
I like the host. I did not like it without a host.
I don't have a problem if they have a host again, but I don't think it was any big issue. I thought the opening was awesome.
I was really...
Oh, yeah, they had Queen play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
best
better
is-
than normally they do some silly song and dance number. Like Rob Lowe dancing with Snow White. They did that one year.
I was kind of disappointed. Well, the one thing you could always count on is them jerking each other off for their accomplishments.
I would watch that.
I think that's pretty much what the entire
Oh, wait
show
a minute. I
is.
was watching the Pornhub version. Sorry.
Glenn Close, man, she has arms of a python. Woo! I will say that I love how people bitched about Queen opening because they're like, oh, Adam Lambert's performing with them. That's ridiculous. Adam Lambert goes on tour with them.
Yeah, Adam Lambert's been performing with them for 3 years
people were bitching
now.
a line about it, and it's like, do you not realize?
Do you not realize
they
who's been
don't.
singing with Queen for
Do you
2
realize
years?
that he's actually kind of in the band
this
now?
shit.
Well, he's officially not in the band because it's still Queen and
with
Adam Lambert.
Yeah,
because-
But he does a great job.
Yeah,
he
of
does.
course, but you got to realize who's watching this shit.
Us?
I watched
Yeah, me?
30
I
minutes
mean,
of it before I got physically sick and ill from what's her name's RGB, Jennifer Hudson's song about Ruth Bader Ginsburg before I started puking.
Oh,
and
she was a little
turned
pitchy
it
dog.
off.
Did
Pitchy dog.
did they sing every song that was up except for the Black Panther song?
I think
Is
so,
that what
yes.
we decided?
Yes.
Probably. You know, I sat there and I was like, man, if there was one time I really wished for auto-tune, that was it.
Auto-tone.
I don't know. We actually were talking over all the performances, so we didn't really get to hear much.
No, we got yelled at when we were talking over Lady Gaga.
But we still did it.
Oh, yeah.
Her and Bradley Cooper are fucking right.
No. They are just that good of actors.
I don't buy that. You know, the last time that happened was Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We know how that worked
That was
out.
the last time.
that anybody in Hollywood fucked.
That was the last
consent.
time.
That's right.
I mean, I thought Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence were since then, but apparently I'm not wrong.
You know, the last time I saw chemistry like that was when Kevin Spacey was trying to redo Daddy Daycare.
I'm Kevin Spacey. I'm going to do a movie about Daddy Daycare.
I don't get it. Who are you?
Oh, that was horrible. Oh, man.
Thank you.
No, I'm not talking about his impression. I'm talking about him having sex with the kid.
Well, that's disgusting. Yes, it's
his
Kevin
impression
Spacey.
was great.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're bitching about, Jason.
What are you talking about? Kevin Spacey's evil. Anyways, moving on. So we'll get to that in a second. Scab, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Blake, have you watched The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I did. I'm caught up.
I am too. I've enjoyed this season a lot.
It's all right.
Can we stop talking about The Walking Dead? Because the show sucks now.
Next season might be the last season.
Yeah,
It should have been 3 seasons ago.
Have they only done 3 seasons?
You're 9 episodes behind. Seasons
9
behind.
seasons behind?
I like that they're doing more of a horror movie feel to it. I like
They're
that.
shooting a horror movie while real zombies are walking around?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what show's better than The Walking Dead?
Winona
Fear the
Earp.
Walking
Exactly.
Dead?
Winona Earp.
I heard that's getting canceled.
No. They just haven't announced whether they're going to produce it again.
I thought you said Winona Earl.
Earp.
Is that
Earp.
the sequel?
Yes. Winona Earl is the sequel to Winona Earp.
They're remaking My Name is Earl for NBC, but it's Winona Earl this year. So they're switching the genders again.
Yeah, I thought the Walking Dead was okay.
I like.
Remember back when The Walking Dead, or I heard that
When it was about
what's her
zombies?
face is going to be leaving.
Michonne.
Michonne is
Yeah.
going to be leaving after the season.
Yeah, she's going to be
Yes.
doing movies with Andrew Lincoln.
Remember when you watched Walking Dead and you didn't know if one of the characters would
Yes.
survive? Now there's news a season in advance that somebody's not going to be here next
The
season.
second season advance. Yeah, the second season. We all knew Andrew Lincoln was.
I
there.
always
Now
like
it's gonna be
that, oh
Michonne.
my God, they killed so and so. He was in 3 episodes, and he was in the background for 2 of them. It's like that's not a big kill.
Or it used to be, hey, they're focusing on this guy. They're dead.
Hey, T-Dog.
Yeah.
Wasn't that your son's favorite? T-Dog.
Yeah. He watched it with me until that happened, and then he had nightmares for like a
shunned it.
month. And
I
never
like how
watched
he
it again.
wasn't scared of the zombies, but when T-Dog died, he had nightmares.
because he empathized with T-Dog.
Uh-huh.
Like he was the one.
Well, not for long.
So how was T-Dog killed off?
He was cornered in a prison, and they took a bite out of him, and then
Yeah.
he just kind of
So zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Did he turn into a zombie then?
No, they just ate him.
Oh.
I did have one question with the Whisperers.
Yes.
Alpha is outside the gate asking for her daughter.
Alpha.
Her daughter
There'll
gets
be no conflict.
escapes because of Henry, who's the biggest douchebag ever.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, you're talking whisperers.
Anyways, stop it. My question was, how long was she going to wait outside those gates? Like, they just waited. Okay, we'll go get your daughter. An hour later, like, what the hell's going on in there?
Yeah, I was like, as they're looking for her, hey, bad news. You know, one of her boys fell in love with her, and they're off fucking somewhere. I don't know.
But it was just funny, like, yeah, we'll be back. It's like, and they come back to her, she's still staying in the same spot.
Hold that thought for a second. Okay, let's go get it. But you know, she did wait to play her 2 hostage cards.
Yeah, I
You know, before they.
okay,
got
that's
her
enough,
back.
Jeff. We're almost done over here.
Okay.
Stop. The Whisperers are gone in this section.
No, they're not.
Okay.
The whisperers never leave.
I was almost gonna like wait for her to, you know, wait for Daryl to bring her out to the fence and basically tell your mom you don't want to leave.
Well, I think
You know, something along those lines.
I'm all right if they kill Henry. I have no issue with that.
Henry's a dumbass little prick.
And let's just all say Ezekiel's dying because he's like, oh, we're having it's a good time, and you know
And I've
everything's
got
going
the
right.
Constitution. And
Yeah, you're
we're all
dead.
going to sign this.
You're
and
dead.
life is going to be great, and you know he's going to.
We're
die.
done with the Whispers. This sucks. I did think it was annoying though, like they're letting these guys, zombies in the movie theater survive.
Yes.
Just kill them.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole point. It's like, all right, they're
We're just
all
gonna wait.
You need to get the bulb because you know Jackass dropped it out through the window down
Yes.
into the cinema thing, and they're all like wrapped up by this robe and popcorn machine. I don't understand why they got to sit there and pull back and let them all come out and eat it. I was like, why don't you just stand there where they're all
Stab.
barricaded and just stab the shit out of them?
And my
let
other
them keep
thought
coming
is when you
through.
first go into the theater, just stab them.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Yeah,
Why even
I
wait?
don't understand.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
I hate you. I hate you so much. It's like flames on the side of my face.
I don't know what you hate.
You.
I don't know what I did to be
I hope
hated.
you don't plateau anymore.
I've already plateaued.
Oh.
He's losing weight now.
What?
What?
That's new to Jeff.
My goal is to plateau.
But I did get to see 2 good movies this weekend. I saw Deadpool 2 and Red Sparrow. Still haven't seen Avengers Infinity War.
Well, that's okay. Did you like Red Sparrow?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh.
I thought it had.
Hi, Jennifer
I
Lawrence.
liked it, and then I liked it.
Did you see Red Sparrow?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I thought it was
Yeah.
I mean, there are some people that thought that. I thought it had a good twist at the end because I thought she was actually going to give up the
Spoilers.
the colonel or whatever.
Yeah.
It turns out she
What?
gave up her creepy uncle.
All right, now
She
I don't
did?
need to see the movie.
I went to see it on a day that I had nothing going on. It was just by myself, and I had no expectations of what it was about, anything. And I was like, I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't buy the movie. I would watch it if it was on TBS or something again.
I wouldn't.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you
not
take out the
CBS.
best scene,
That's
don't
true.
you?
Exactly, you're not going to see the best
And
scene.
when she was she killed the one Russian guy. Oh man, that was a little in the bedroom in the hotel. Woo, that was a little brutal. I liked it though.
Well, she didn't kill him. That was
Sorry, that's right. My
yeah,
bad.
but I thought that was pretty cool.
the neck,
The
Sorry.
motorcycle guy, and
Yeah.
she's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And he's just like, "Shh."
That's
And
right, that's
drags
what
her
it
out
was.
And all that other kind of stuff. And it had some pleasantries, and there was some predictability, yes, but Other than that, overall, if you weren't expecting to see Jennifer Lawrence naked, I still think it was a good film to watch.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Anybody? How did you like Deadpool? Too.
I actually think that movie may have been funnier than the original.
I still have it on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet.
You have not watched it yet.
Oh my God!
Watch
the little
it, Jason.
boy legs scene on the couch is so funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off, and the old lady was like, "That's disgusting. I can't believe that's this pedophilia stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks for ruining it for me."
Anybody else see anything this weekend?
I just saw Mortal Engines today.
Oh, you're the one.
Oh, the city.
It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Like,
Did you put that on your review for the poster? Not as bad as I was expected. Says Scab Jeff.
if I were to write a review on it, I would probably say
Whose
not as
Oscar-winning
bad.
picks are a percentile? What percentile? 33 percentile.
I'm guessing 50% is my guess. I didn't calculate it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would. Like, I heard terrible things about it, and
Some of them from me.
I thought
Oh, no, wait, you don't listen to the show, so you probably didn't hear them from me.
Yeah.
it was better than Avatar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I still haven't seen Avatar.
I mean, if there
Consider
weren't
yourself lucky.
blue alien people
Consider
running around
yourself?
with tails,
I'm not saying it was a great movie by any
No.
means, or even above average movie, but I was expecting way below average. And I was expecting more claustrophobic. Like, everything seemed like it was like all like there wasn't this huge world out there, but you got the sense of the huge world out there.
Yeah, it felt more huge world than you'd felt trapped in the city.
Right.
I'll agree with that.
What about True Detective 3? The finale was Sunday night, which is, thank God, which is why I stopped watching the Oscars.
I read what happened.
And then the ending kind of left me go, well, maybe I could have watched the Oscars for 15 more minutes.
Yeah, all I heard is that it was like the worst ending for a television season.
That had so much good potential and stuff going for it.
Really worse than Dexter?
Just for a season, not for the entire
not for the
series.
For the last season of Dexter,
I mean, it had... I understand that the focus may have been more on Mahershala Ali's marriage with his wife and all that kind of stuff, but the ending almost seemed really disappointing, as if you would hope that it would be a little bit more controversial and all that kind of stuff, but it was really kind of a letdown. And one of the best memes that I saw was his own character, as he's an old guy sitting in the chair with the interview lady with the blank look on his face. The meme said, me watching the end season finale of True Detective season 3, and I was like, yeah. When it was over, I was I was really disappointed because of the potential that had been building there for the past 7 episodes.
Is it linked to the serial killer gang in the first 2 seasons?
No, but they make it like a cameo reference to them, and it's actually kind of cool. A little Easter egg. You're like, that's pretty neat.
Is it linked to the killers in the Fargo TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. But the way it ended with everything else, and the one guy's confession, it was almost like, oh yeah, by the way, and this is what it was, and blah 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 boopity boop, and you're just like, dude,
We have 5 minutes left. Wrap it up.
5 minutes up. Yeah, exactly. It was pretty much almost there. Oh, and then the very ending where with his memory problem, not to give spoilers away, it kind of gives it kind of like an interesting weird twist. It's like, was he really having an amnesia moment? And you're like, oh my gosh, he'll never know the truth. Or, as one of my coworkers were discussing it today, sharing our disappointment, my coworker was talking about, but what if he played that so nobody knew he was there to check up on the missing girl so that nobody could connect the two?
Could you watch it as a
it's a
standalone
little
season?
stretch, but maybe it was okay.
Could you watch it as a standalone season?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because I've never seen the first 2 seasons.
Enjoy episodes 1 through 7 and then just, get really drunk and watch 8.
So what you're saying is I'll enjoy it.
You'll enjoy it up until the end.
Did
yes.
you?
No, I'm saying
You'll enjoy it.
based on you hating it, I'll probably enjoy it, is what I'm saying.
Did they
You'll
have
hate the first 7 episodes, but love the way it wraps up.
Okay.
Yes.
Did they have
Yes.
polar bears?
There you go.
Were they in heaven? Purgatory?
No.
Okay. Anything else, Jim?
I meant to go watch Alita Battle Angel today, but I didn't get off the couch.
Oh. Well, the good news is it's going to be on Blu-ray next week.
Yes.
So you'll be fine.
But let's see. I did watch Umbrella Academy.
All of it?
All of it.
How'd you like it?
I really enjoyed it. I thought, having not read the graphic novel, the first episode was
Raincoat School?
Raincoat School.
No, this is after Raincoat School.
Yes. I was kind of like trying to like catch up, I thought, but then it all tied together and it was pretty entertaining.
I like I'm 2 episodes in. I wanted to get through it. I just couldn't because of a couple things going on.
Cause.
I admit it.
As long as you watch Russian Doll.
No,
like
I
you
didn't.
promised.
Jim did, though.
Russian Dolls, I watched, I think, the first 6 episodes. I don't know how many there are. I stopped because
8. There's 8.
Okay, I was...
Did you watch it?
I thought it was real slow until the elevator scene.
Okay.
And then the elevator scene, I was entranced throughout the rest of it.
Okay.
I started it, and literally within a minute, I fell asleep. I was like, damn it.
Watch it till at least the elevator scene.
It wasn't against the movie or the show. I was just tired. Umbrella Academy got me hooked as soon as they did the dance move in the first episode with Tiffany. Love that scene. Jeff, are you into it?
Yeah, I've watched every episode.
Oh, you have seen it. Okay.
Yep, I finished. That's what I did this weekend. Mm-hmm. 3 on Friday, 4 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday.
And
Some
you
of us are
enjoyed it?
good binge watchers, unlike you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I want more.
I totally would have watched it had he not said that I have to watch Russian Doll by this episode because we're going to talk about it.
I don't know why he said that.
Well, let's discuss the first minute then. So she's in the bathroom.
Oh, she is in the bathroom. And
And then
then
she-
the handle of the door is like a gun.
Yes.
Does somebody fuck a pie in it because she was in that movie?
Go away.
I'm just asking.
yeah, because apparently every movie that somebody who was in
Okay, sorry, I
my
apologize.
fucking movie, they have
She
to
was in
fucking
Blade
do
3 too. Okay, sorry, my bad. She was
So
in
was
Blade
Ryan
She was in
Reynolds.
Orange is the
Yeah,
New
she was-
Black, and they did fuck a pie in that one. So I'm going to have to side with Jason on this.
All right.
Thank you. And he is a film critic.
Kind of like Bridesmaids, where you see any of those characters are waiting from the shit in the sink or shit in the middle of the
So I
sink.
told my wife what you said
I
about
was
Melissa
waiting
McCarthy.
for her in her costume to shit on the floor in the Oscars.
Shat.
And then it would have been funny.
Shitted.
Shitted.
So I tell my wife, Blake's asking if Melissa McCarthy shat on the floor, and she's like, "Seriously, one film she does that?" and she,
That's her legacy to film.
It would have been better if she did because her.
And it
outfit
wasn't the
stupid.
floor; it was the sink. She has to shit in a sink because anybody can shit on the floor or in the middle of the street.
Honestly, Blake, I thought her outfit was funny. I enjoyed the rabbits. I got the joke and enjoyed it.
Well, if she shat in the rabbit.
Oh, if she
puppet,
shat in the rabbit, that would have been
then that would've
funnier.
been funny.
You don't know
see,
she did. She was in so many
see?
clothes.
There you go.
Well,
She might have left a trail behind her, but her dress train cleaned it all up.
my wife did have a suggestion for the 2 things. My wife said, Melissa McCarthy, she's like, she is a funny person, like if you get her in like small doses, but she just picks really bad roles. And that's what kills her. Second, she goes, for speeches that are pointless and they don't know what they're talking about, can we have the guy from Night at the Apollo and just come out and get them with the cane? And I said, I think that's a good idea.
You mean the hook?
The hook, that's She just wants somebody to come out and pull them off the stage. And with the music in the background.
I get disappointed when like you have like a director or somebody out there and they're giving their great speech and they let them talk, but the person who's up for like technical award who's up there giving, they gave him like 8 seconds and then they played the music.
Yeah. I like to thank my family. Okay.
I think was it the best production, the award winner? She basically gave a 1-minute speech of, I want to thank so and so and. Oh, this is great! I want to thank so and so, and they start playing the music, and they just
And
before
she just
they,
kept going on.
She kept
and
going
on,
and just before they cut the commercial, the guy that was standing next to her goes, "I just want to thank my crew," and they're like, "Cut."
My thought is like, if you win those awards, you should not be mentioning every single person that has,
Oh, I disagree 100%. You milk it for every bit you
no.
can.
I
Do
say you
something
get up
different.
there and whip out a phone book and start it. and start wherever you open it up at. Just start reading down.
Taylor
a list of names.
Austin, Ty Binninger.
Well, didn't somebody say something about? Oh, I want to thank. Yeah, first of all, I want to thank the state of Rhode Island. I will do it alphabetically. Aaron, Adam,
Navin R. Johnson.
that's one. We
Navin
talked about
R.
if we ever win one of those, we're just going to start reading like characters from
Fake
different
people.
People.
How are you going to win one of those?
Best
You never
podcast.
know. Yes.
Oh, that's true.
I want a floppy one of these days.
We were Podcast Land's podcast of the month.
Once. Years ago.
Well, yeah, but nobody goes to the site anymore. Anyways,
If you were ever to see A Night at the Garden, you could make the documentary short and possibly win an Oscar, because that is the worst film that I've ever seen, and any one of us could take the same historical footage and make a better film.
Ooh, a night in Hobie's basement.
A night at the Bob Studios.
you can find us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at The History of Bad Ideas. Give us a like. We have a lot of entertainment news in there. You can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Google Play, pretty much any type of podcasting thing. Also, give us a review. It really helps us. We're not kidding. I think we just got a new review this week, so we appreciate that.
Ooh, did we?
And you can send us questions at hobiepod@gmail.com and at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Twitter poll of the week in honor of Scab Jeff here. What film is the worst to win Best Picture at the Oscars? Worst film. We had Shakespeare in Love. We had Crash and The Greatest Show on Earth. And we also had Other. Please tell us.
So technically, you only gave people 3 options and then picked their own.
Well, yeah, Twitter actually only gave us 3 options.
Well,
Damn you, Twitter!
So that's not
why
our fault.
Other didn't win? I mean, of the choices, like if you don't think those 3, then Other probably should have won.
I'm just saying. So here we go. For that, we had winning with 40%. I'm sorry. Let's do this. Last place, 14% Other. We had From Beside a Geek, Tom Jones or Gigi. What is Tom Jones, Scab?
It's a movie based on the book of the same title.
What's it about, though? I mean,
Some guy in Britain.
Is your name Scab?
It is now.
Okay.
I just
Isn't
thought it
that
was
the
so-
main guy in Grapes of Wrath?
No, that's Joe.
it's not unusual to be loved.
The
by
singer took his
anyone.
name from the book.
Scab, have you ever watched Gigi?
I had. That's the one with Ben Affleck, right?
No.
That's G. Lee.
Okay. Yes, I've seen Gigi.
Is it any good?
It's better than G.
Wait,
G.
hold on.
Lee.
That's not Naked
It
Angelina
was better
Jolie,
than The
right?
Greatest Show on Earth.
Which doesn't say much.
We'll get to that here soon.
Was that with Naked Hugh Jackman?
No, that's The Greatest Showman.
Oh.
You're getting these movies all wrong. All wrong.
Okay, next we have from The Dit Man, The Artist.
Oh, fuck that movie.
Have you seen it?
No.
Then you can't say anything about it.
Oh, I
Shut
will.
up.
I will.
I
He's an
enjoyed it
American.
immensely.
He's allowed to have an opinion without knowing what he's
From
talking
Johnny
about.
P. Battlefield Earth.
I don't think that one. That
I
one a
don't think it
Razzie.
did, but-
That one a Razzie.
From 143, Midnight Cowboy and The Shape of Water.
Like, really, Midnight Cowboy? Out of
give it-
all the movies out there that are worse than one, you go with Midnight Cowboy?
Was that the
why is
X-rated
that?
one? NC-17?
That
Okay.
was,
Yeah.
No,
X-rated.
X-rated.
Yeah.
NC-17 didn't exist then.
I've never seen it. Why was it X-rated?
Because there's a male homosexual prostitute in it.
Is there? I've never seen it, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
These days, no one would even
These days,
consider
it'd probably be
X-rated.
like
it.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Probably are, but yeah, the simple fact that they talk about probably gay sex is probably why they
Back in the
X-rated it.
day.
Okay, from the Superiority Complex, Titanic.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Especially, yeah.
Why didn't you make that an option?
Again, I had the 3 worst ones that were picked by a lot of critics, and then I had other because I wanted other people to pick. So
I will say Titanic based on what was available to win that year.
What was available to win that year?
we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh,
We'll get to
yeah,
that
your
top 5.
But
Ooh,
the
everybody, there's your tease. Keep listening for the next
But
hour
the
and 30 minutes.
I think Forrest Gump should be on that list.
Forrest Gump's a piece of shit
Dumb.
movie.
It's not a piece of shit.
No,
but
it's not.
Well,
I-
and that's
I
the
actually
thing
hated
is,
that movie until
worst
I
movie.
grew on
Yeah,
it.
Because-
actually, Forrest Gump's better than these movies we've listed so far.
I agree.
Except Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah,
I was waiting for Scab to go there.
And the artist was actually
Shut up!
good.
Shut up! Shut your mouth!
Which one's the artist? Which
The
one?
The silent one.
the
Black and
silent
white.
black and white one from about 6 years
I've never
ago.
heard of that one.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
and then the last one from Doctor Number One, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Doctor Number One goes,
that
screw
back.
himself.
Take that back. Take that back.
what came in third place, Jim?
Third place with 21%, The Greatest Show on Earth.
I think it would have been higher if more people have seen it.
Yes.
Yeah,
If anyone has seen it, they would have voted for that.
There was a comment like, "Oh well, it's an old one. You can't compare it."
You can compare it to the ones that were around
It
it.
is a giant 3-hour infomercial. That's all it is.
For what?
Ringling
circus.
Brothers Circus.
Oh,
No, they have some terrible storyline thread throughout it that is.
I thought it was for
Not
the
good.
unethical treatment of animals.
wait, is
by
the
Payton.
storyline as good as that from Yui Bull films,
Oh,
like House of the Dead?
It's about the same level of story.
Okay,
I was waiting for Pennywise the clown to show up.
that would have helped it.
It would have.
I saw it on the big screen, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
If you think pretty sure, you did.
I saw it on the big screen and I was angry after sitting through it.
And that was before they had the recliner chairs.
Because I was snoring.
No, no, because I watched it and because it was like when we were working at the theater, they had what they were calling the Silver Screen Classics. Once a month, they brought in an older movie, and we would like watch it to make sure there was no problem. So when we showed it the next day, it was ready to go. And after watching a couple of these, I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying watching some of these older movies. I had never saw Casablanca until we did that, and I love that movie. I think it's a great movie. And then The Greatest Show on Earth came in, and we watched that, and I was angry. I wanted to tell everybody that came in the theater the next day, turn around, leave.
It's a long movie.
You could have just damaged the print.
I didn't think of that.
They could have put it all out of order. They may not have noticed.
You might not have.
I think it would have been better.
Build it out of order.
That's been done at our theater before, not on purpose.
Hasn't it been done? And it was like a week before anybody said anything.
Yes.
that a reel was actually out of order.
I think it was. I think it was Saturday night. Someone pointed out it opened on Friday, so it went through about 8, maybe 6 showings.
And nobody said anything.
It was Ray.
The movie Ray.
The movie Ray. Well, the worst part was we had 2 copies of it in, and the middle reels got loaded on backwards. So the people watching that movie, all of a sudden, 40 minutes into the movie, boom, it's backwards and upside down. So they like came out and it's like, oh, okay, well, here we like appeased them and gave them free passes and then let them go to the next one that started like a half hour later. Well, apparently that was out of order, but no one, and that one was watched. So the problem was no one previewed the one that was backwards before we started it, which it was supposed to happen, but I wasn't working that night.
They thought they were doing some Tarantino
But
out
then-
of order,
He can
out of
see.
order timeline.
But
He can see.
Yeah, the one that was but the one that was out
How do you
of order.
think Ray ends?
Well, it was middle reels that were flopped, I think. But it was out of order, and someone came up to me like Saturday night and said something about, I think this movie's out of order. And I'm like, looked over at coworker. I'll call him Keith. And I said, Keith, you watched that movie? Was there something wrong? He goes, oh, they did like time jump things in it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I said something. I told that to the person, and they're like, no, I really think it's out of order.
Time jump.
So then we looked into it, and yeah, indeed, they had some reels out of order.
So can he see at the end?
I'll call him Keith.
Okay, so moving on. What came in second place? First to
Second place with 21%, or second place 25%, Crash. That makes the winner at 40%, Shakespeare in Love.
I didn't think Shakespeare in Love was that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. I think people are just angry over
You
what
compare
it beat.
what it was up against, and it's crap.
It needed more Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Actually, I of all those
Rosencrantz and
movies-
Guildenstern are dead. Never won an Academy Award.
Oh, the list on there, The Greatest Show on Earth is bad, and Shakespeare in Love, I think, is crap.
I think Crash is worse.
I like Crash.
I think it's
boy,
really
I like Crash.
melodramatic,
Ugh,
overly
God,
dramatic.
Horrible.
Do you ever just sit there and hope you
In my
crash
opinion,
into somebody?
the crop of movies that were out that year, I don't think there was something else nominated that I thought was better.
Okay, and we'll get to that here in a bit too.
Hold on a second. Let me check my list.
And now that we have
Oh, shit.
the Green Book on here, everybody
may
says
have
that was crap
Oh.
and shouldn't have won. And I read people's reasons why they didn't think it was won, and some of it was because it deals with racism from a white person's point of view.
That's what I read.
So
Yeah.
Well, there's issues because his family did not like the portrayal, but
The
Yeah, Shirley-
musician's
yeah,
family.
yeah,
the
Shirley's
what's
family
his
didn't
name?
like it.
Bailey?
Shirley.
Shirley?
Yeah, Shirley.
Dr. Shirley.
and there's been some issues like the drivers in it, Viggo Mortensen's character,
Val Longo.
his son wrote it, so there's been the musician's family has said that he never got permission to do it because the singer has always said he didn't want it being made. So then there's a conflict between did he or didn't he. The screenwriter said, no, I went to him with my dad before he passed away, and he gave us his blessing. Again, you know it's not going to be a straight documentary. You know that going in.
It's Hollywood.
Correct.
It's
It's not a documentary.
It's called Creative Freedom Liberty.
I don't know. I mean,
Should I have gotten permission from the Titanic descendants before I wrote my
You
book?
should have, yes.
Probably.
Yeah, you should have asked the zombies.
Just to let you guys know, Crash, we'll do this. Crash it came out the same year as Brokeback Mountain, Capote, Good Night and Good Luck, and Munich.
Ooh, that was a good year for those movies. I liked most of those movies. Almost all of them.
I think-
Munich is actually one of the 10 films since I was born that's been nominated for a Best Picture that I haven't seen.
Really? I've seen that one.
that may or may not be on my list.
I think Brokeback Mountain is a good film. I think it is overrated because it did break boundaries, I think, for the first mainstream version of it. And I still think it's a good film. I don't know. Everybody said that should have won that year. I don't know. I can't give anything to Ang Lee because I can't stand him.
Oh, I like Ang Lee. I thought the movie was overhyped, and I mean it's the people wanted it to win because of the subject matter, not because
Because it was a
of
good
how
movie.
good of
Correct.
a movie it
Correct.
was or not.
Yeah,
Correct.
kind of like this year.
Yeah, it's kind of like this year. They wanted Black Panther or Black Klansman to win.
I actually thought Black Panther had the momentum. Like, as it started winning some of the lesser awards, or lesser in quotations, I was like, huh.
We diminished that accomplishment.
Sorry. I didn't mean that. I meant, like, the not as well-known awards.
And I watched it again after all the hype, thinking maybe I missed something. Maybe there was something deeper in here, and there's not. It's a
I
bad
really like
movie
Black
in general.
Panther. I like Black Panther a
It's
lot.
a decent superhero movie.
Yeah, I'd like it as a superhero
but
movie.
there
I
is
don't think
nothing deeper in it. Like I say it every time, but Captain America: Winter Soldier that had deeper.
I agree with
that
you.
had a lot deeper in it, and that was a good movie. I would not have been upset if Winter Soldier was nominated for Best Picture.
Okay.
What Black Panther did tell us is that we should build the wall because it worked for Wakanda.
Stop it.
Isolationism and building a wall for protection.
Down
worked
the
for
hall.
Wakanda.
Down the hall.
Creates utopias.
Down the hall.
yes.
We have a Wakanda podcast
But-
on the Hobie Podcast Network.
We're talking about movies for Best Picture and what underlying.
You're right, and the bad
My
guys
head
were the ones who
exploded.
wanted to expand to the rest. Or no, they were the ones who wanted to kill the rest of the world.
Yeah, those are the really bad guys.
Well, let's get some listener
Wasn't
feedback.
that a non-democracy? Wasn't it a hereditary monarchy?
It wasn't
yes,
right.
yes, it is.
But you got
Like
to
North
fight.
Korea.
No, you had
got
to fight
to
to
choose,
earn.
to challenge.
Yes, you had the.
It's kind of like Hobie.
So
That's
You
almost
have
as bad as a form of government is women throwing swords.
Strange
Certain women lying
legs.
in ponds distributing
Ponds.
swords
Yes.
is no basis for a system of government.
Yeah, you have to fight for it. You have to have two guys one-on-one at a waterfall.
It's like nepotism with fighting.
Yes.
What people don't realize is Hobie has to fight for their chairs. Every 6 months, we have a challenge, and Jeff has won the last 5 years.
nobody can move him
I
out of
am
his
pretty
chair.
sure that if there was a thing, you would not be even in the room.
I'm not. I'm in the green room. Hello.
Twice he's in the back corner.
You'll be laying on the couch I throw you through.
Maybe. Anyways, let's get some listener feedback.
And that sound is time for the bomb listener feedback, sponsored this week by Spike Lee's Etiquette School. All right, from this first guy named
Doug,
can you give yourself a nickname?
A-Pans.
7?
number 1 fan.
Formerly known as
Doug.
Jason. When you start off, you throw the rhythm off for everybody.
I was waiting for you guys to do something.
There was a pause.
I never listened to the show, so I don't know what you're doing.
That's okay. You're fine.
Anyways, from Doug, the Law Times states Green Book is the worst Best Picture winner in more than a decade. What are your thoughts, Scab Jeff? Everybody else shut up.
I disagree. It wasn't that bad a movie. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't as good as Roma. It wasn't as good as probably a couple others that were up for Best Picture.
Because Roma was filmed in black and white. Oh, what a concept.
But more than decades, so the last 10 years, was there a movie that won that was worse than that?
You want me to go back? Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water was worse.
Water
This was
was
There
better
we
than
go.
Shape of
1
Water.
year. It took
We went back one year.
Moonlight was worse. Moonlight was worse.
Okay.
Spotlight.
2 years.
2 years.
We went,
Spotlight was
Birdman.
probably better. Birdman was better.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave was better.
Argo.
This might be better than Argo.
Artist.
Artist was definitely better than this.
King's Speech.
They're about on par.
The Hurt Locker.
I'd say Hurt Locker was better.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, that's been a while since I've
That's
seen
a
that. It's
Forbes.
probably been 10 years since I've
I did
seen
not
that.
like that movie at all.
I liked Slumdog Millionaire. I was fine with
I
that
remember
winning.
liking it, but it's been too long since I've seen it. I can't say if it's better or worse.
Oh, yeah, definitely the trivia aspect was fun.
All right. So, anyways, that was Doug. He just wanted Scab Jeff's opinion. All right, and then
Randall Holt?
Randall Holt. Yeah, that's not my thing.
Yeah, but not Nick Albright's question. That's why.
Oh,
And
Randall
to
Holt.
people, I have no clue what you're even talking
Foreshadowing. Randall Holt. Dr. Ruth is working on a 4th edition of Sex for Dummies. Would you have any topics you want her to cover?
sex robots.
about. Oh, sex robots would be a great topic for Dr. Ruth.
Ooh, sex robots and consent.
Sex with plants.
Sex robots who are get hacked and taken over.
Against
And
their
kill,
will.
and kill people.
Yes.
That was from a couple weeks ago, Scab. Sex robots are being hacked and can attack.
So if you get a sex robot, don't turn on the Bluetooth capabilities.
No, keep her disconnected from the internet.
There was also a Bluetooth butt plug, remember, that can be hacked. And they recalled it. See what you learned from listening to our show.
Just
It's
shove
real
Alexa
creepy
up
because
your
they're all
ass.
looking at me like they're expecting me to say something. And
Let me explain this to you, Scab. At the break, we'll tell you how to fix your back injury. You need needles.
You know, I would like Dr. Ruth to address the fact that pulling out is not birth control.
We didn't have that fancy type of birth control when we were younger, like pulling out.
I did that for the 10 years I was married and only had one kid.
Wow.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I don't know how to respond to that. Anybody want to fight for a new seat? Please?
Nope.
I don't want to be near Scab.
I just fake orgasm so I can stop.
Well, sometimes you're just tired and you just want to get it over
I
with.
know. Done.
Did you spit?
No, I pulled out.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
No, Dr. Ruth's question.
yes.
I would really like to hear Dr. Ruth's in-depth study on lesbianism.
Why?
I want to hear her talk about lesbian sex.
Why?
So you can masturbate to it.
Oh, Dr. Ruth, I love you talking about scissoring.
I want to hear her firsthand account.
Okay, what we got next? Let's go a little bit cleaner. Nick Albright.
Oh, yeah. Let's go cleaner.
Gold Dust says, welcome, Nick Albright. Oh, yeah.
This is not sexy music.
Oh, what sexy music is this?
You know I like it. Royalty-free commercial background music track.
That's not sexy, though.
That's just like background music. You failed again.
Well, the only other video after this is 7 animals you'll be glad are extinct. I don't think that's music.
Play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Sorry.
Maybe, this is what happens when we don't have a soundboard.
Or somebody who knows how to work
Or
a
somebody
phone.
knows how to work it. Hey, well, let's talk about that Nick Albright question. Oh, Jeff or Cincy? The Tonys. The Oscars. There's a new player in town. The Jeffs. What are they an award show for?
What would you give an award show for, Jeff?
Well, since we're talking Tonys and Oscars, they're different acting categories, so I'm going to suppose it's got to be some type of acting.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm saying it does.
Okay.
So we might as well make it mainstream porn acting.
Like Skinamax?
No. Like, you can get the hardcore porn, but the award show is mainstream.
Like Mr. Skin?
Yes.
Okay. I gotcha.
I mean, not that I know anything about Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin, here's Mr. Skin.
I think Jason just made that up.
You think?
Gummy bears.
Because
What
we wrote
age
that
are
down.
they from? Gummy
At the
bears.
time. That makes it even worse.
Gummy bears. Where do they live? I don't know. But are they tasty? Yum.
Jeff, please save this bit before it dies.
Oh, it's dead. Was there more to it?
No.
Okay, I
The
guess
bit's
not.
dead.
I think we have a question from the Canadian of the Year, though.
Scott!
From the Canadian of the Year, Scott, true story. I was born very close to Oak Island in Windsor, Nova Scotia. I missed the bigger reference in the show. Is this the one of those national treasure things where I've got a birthmark map on my body and I never knew I had? That will make us all rich. Why you been holding out on us, man?
That's probably why they haven't found anything. They don't know where to dig.
Get your ass to the Laginas. They're at Oak Island. Expose yourself and tell them you know where the treasure is.
No.
Hobie does not
don't
condone
go to
exposing
Laginas.
yourself.
Come to Hobie, and we can plan a trip up there, and we can find that shit.
Yeah, we don't want them to get the treasure.
Yeah, put your clothes back on
Too late.
and get your ass to Ohio.
I was second place for Canadian of the Year, and I always thought that Windsor was in Ontario.
There's a Windsor in both.
Like there's a Paris in both France and Texas.
Like there's
And
a spring,
Kentucky.
Like there's a Springfield in almost every state.
I thought Windsor was an English royalty thing. What's it doing in Canada?
Scab, this is why you didn't win.
That's what I figured.
I voted
that's what
for ya.
I wasn't arguing that it wasn't in Nova Scotia. I was saying that's why I wasn't.
I voted for you.
Keep studying up on your Canadian facts, and maybe next year you'll win.
Hashtag Canadian facts.
What else we got?
Do I have to read this stuff?
Nope,
from
next.
Political
Let's go to
Corner,
corrections.
Dev.
Corrections.
That's too heavy, Dev.
We're lighthearted
No,
this week.
See,
Too heavy.
I'll just answer it real quick.
Okay.
No, Hitler still would have been there because he didn't get into art school.
Yeah, if we've learned anything from Preacher,
Yes.
And because when Jason learns how to time travel, he still won't go back to kill baby Hitler.
Can't kill babies.
Did we just answer a question without actually reading the question?
yeah,
Yes.
it's too heavy. It's way too heavy.
We do have corrections, though.
But he does have a correction. Dev, the Psy guy. Did you know that the Harp Twins? Who are the Harp Twins?
They are coming to Cincinnati Comic Expo. They are a comic book.
They are comic book?
No,
They are comic book.
they're in the comic book industry, and they're well known for their music. And they will be playing 3 concerts at Cincinnati Comic Expo that's September 20th through 22nd.
They play harps.
Yes,
Yes.
they're really good.
They have become a comic.
They have a comic.
They have a comic. Did you know that the Harp Twins have a comic that Dirk Manning did with them?
Dirk Manning is
he
awesome.
related to Rex Manning?
No.
I think they're brothers.
It is
Manning Day.
It's Dirk Manning Day.
Oh.
Money more.
All right.
No more.
Let me go back to the very beginning. Corrections from Dev. Did you know that the Harp Twins have a comic that Dirk Manning
Dirk
did?
Manning is he related to Dirk Diggler?
Dirk the Daring.
I think he's ready to pay to Manning.
Corrections from Dev. Did you just fart?
No, Jeff just moved the chair.
No, Jeff farted.
What the hell's going on tonight?
Corrections from Dev. That's me gasping. I'm not sighing now. I'm gasping. Dev, did you know that the Harp Twins have a comic that Dirk Manning did with them?
Is he related to Eli Manning?
Did you know that the Harp Twins have a comic that Dirk Manning did with them? Why did you not mention while that promoting the expo?
The Montreal Expos?
Did you know that the Harp Twins have a comic that Dirk Manning did with them? Why did you not mention that while promoting the expo? Also, Kaylin Smith did the art on the book. Give her some love, too. Give her some love.
Well, Deb, we
All
just
right,
talked about
let's
Dirk
send out
Manning.
our love, everybody.
Hold on, where's the zipper sound? Oh, there. Damn you, iPhone!
Well, there you go, Dev. Source Point Press just got free publicity for 5 minutes because of Dirk Manning, the Harp Twins, Kaylin Smith, and the Montreal Expos.
K. Lynn Smith.
Moving on.
Doug. Again?
Is corrections.
Oh, corrections. Regarding the sequel to Space Jam 2, which will fail, I hope. Originally, there were plans to do several spin-offs when the original film was released. Thank God. Listen to this list. Thank God they never came out with this. Spy Jam with Jackie Chan.
Ugh.
Race Jam with Jeff Gordon.
How bad of acting would that have been?
And Golf Jam with Tiger Woods. Isn't
He
that a
was
porno?
jamming something.
That does have a whole new meaning nowadays, doesn't it?
She looks good. I feel good.
We're all children here. You know that?
Woods.
Children of a lesser god.
That's right. Let's wrap this up.
From Professor Number One and Doctor Number One, who still has to take back that Lord of the Rings nomination. For
Jackass.
worst. Jackass. Take it back. Take it back.
Dick.
Asshole.
Green Book was better than Return of the King.
And see you later. Scab Jeff is gone for the episode.
We didn't even have to fight for a seat. He's just gone.
That's why you're in the metal chair.
But
Wait until
was it better than Fellowship of the Ring?
Wait until I press this button.
As a whole, the three of them, I wouldn't say it was better, but it was better than Return of the King.
What about The Hobbit?
You know what?
Oh, it
it
was
is
better
is-
than The Hobbit.
Aren't you tired of this guy named Viggo Mortensen playing this great white savior, saving all the races in the
Down the
world?
hall.
Bringing him down the into Mordor, into the south, trying to destroy the.
You know, I read an article about J.R.R. Tolkien being racist because the orcs were of dark skin. I'm serious. It's an article.
I thought they were lighter skinned because they never
So
went
why
out in the
did-
sun.
Why didn't the
anyways, Dr.
oddities
Doug-
get into the WWE Hall of Fame before DX did?
Because they suck.
Because I don't even know who they are.
Kurgan, one of them was Earthquake Under a Mask. It was bad. Luna
I
Vachon.
think he answered his own question then.
There you go. Good job, Blake, on your listener feedback.
And
What do we want? Draft day! Draft day, draft day, I want a draft day. Hopey, draft day, we need a draft day. History bad ideas, yeah! Draft day!
Draft Day. Thanks, Hedno, for the music. What is Draft Day, Jeff?
Draft day is when someone gives us. Whoa! I'm hitting my microphone.
Are you right there?
Yeah, I think I'm.
You got excited about Draft Day.
I did because I'm going to win this one.
Okay.
But draft day is when someone gives us a movie or some sort of team that we're drafting against each other, trying to the best. We have spots to fill,
Okay.
Roles or whatnot that these people are going to be plugged into in our draft.
Okay. So,
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did the was it two drunk nerdy bitches?
nerdy bitches?
Yeah.
Yeah, not drunk. Just nerdy bitches.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was confusing them with the drunk
Yes.
stork and swan.
Yeah. They have not sent in a winner.
They haven't sent a winner yet.
We need to talk to
I'm-
him. So nobody picked this one. We were just talking about this. Chris Hemsworth was picked as Hulk Hogan for the new Hulk Hogan biopic. That's what brought this about, this casting. Biopic?
Biopic.
It's a biopic.
It's environmental.
Thank you. So I think we go to some of the old school wrestling fans of our fans. I think we do. 3 people get to pick this week as the consensus. Intern Hackney, Mr. Mike Pierce. He's a big wrestling fan, so you need to listen. And Sean from Pittsburgh Nerd. So those 3 will get to pick who wins out of
Those
this.
3 get a vote?
Yes. So there you go.
Now, are they equal 33.33
Yes.
percentile?
Yes, and we're the other 0.01%.
333 repeating, of course.
Yes. Infinity.
So, let us know who wins. Okay, so drafting a new Hulk Hogan biopic. Chris Hemsworth is cast as Hogan. We're going to Roddy Piper.
Rowdy.
Roddy Piper. Vince McMahon. Andre the Giant. And Mean Gene Okerlund. So, Scab, since you're the guest, you get to go first. And once the person's been picked, the actor or, fictional character, whoever, they can't be picked again. So go ahead.
Okay. Just so you know, I know next to nothing about wrestling. I pretty much picked up pictures of them to try to.
I'll
pick
be
who
honest. After I looked at your Oscar picks, I don't think you know much about movies lately.
Ooh, burn.
I'm going to go with Vince McMahon,
Owner of WWE.
Mark Cuban.
That's actually not bad.
Good pick.
I can see that.
I like it.
I like that one. Okay.
Not as good as mine, unless someone steals mine.
Go ahead, Blake.
All right. I have to, my first round pick, I got to go for brute strength and size because this is an important category that doesn't have a lot of assets. So I got to pick mine before somebody else picks mine.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick half Thor Julius Bjornsson.
For who?
Andre
Andre
the
the
Giant.
Giant.
Oh, Andre the Giant.
He's
sorry.
picking the mountain to play the giant.
The mountain
Picking
from
the
the Game of
world's
Thrones.
strongest man.
Yes, to play Andre the Giant.
Okay. Jim.
I'm going to go with my Roddy Piper. Mm-hmm. Let's go with maybe somebody Scottish to go for that.
You could do that.
Wear some
Kilt.
kilts. I will go with James McAvoy.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Got a similar look to him.
Needs to bulk up a little.
A little bit, yeah.
Jeff.
I'm going to go for my Vince McMahon.
Well, you get them all on steroids, just like they did in the WWE.
Back in the 80s.
I'm going to go. I think the perfect Vince McMahon would be like the Howard Saint character that John Travolta played in the Punisher movie.
So you're doing Howard Saints.
Howard Saint as portrayed by John Travolta.
I like that. I like that.
It's just going to, so the movie's going to have completely horrible overacting then.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
We're doing a wrestling movie, aren't we?
It's filled with horrible acting.
I mean, yeah, I fully expected that.
I'm going with
Wait till you hear my other picks.
I'm going with Vince McMahon, and he plays a good bad guy, and he kind of looks like him too. Ray Wise. You guys remember him?
From My Favorite Martian.
No,
Oh,
the old guy.
oh no.
From what? Who?
That's Ray Walston.
Ray Walston. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Boston.
No, Ray Wise, was he in Reaper?
Yes,
The TV
he
show
was
Reaper?
Satan.
He was Satan in the TV
That's
show
the way
Reaper.
he looks like. There you go. Do you know who Ray Wise is?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's a good overactor. He can overact. He's funny. I think he could play a good Vince McMahon.
That's your first round pick.
Yeah, I like your pick.
Yeah.
I thought about
You could
picking...
have saved that one for round 5.
You know what? There's only 4 rounds.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Jeff. Scab Jeff.
Oh, I go
Back to you.
again?
This is second round. Second round.
I'm going to go Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yes, the announcer, backstage interviewer.
And I'm only going off of a picture I just pulled up off of the internet.
Okay.
And I'm going Cheech. From
Cheech
Cheech and
Marin.
Chong.
Cheech Marin?
I like it.
Yes.
I like that pick. That is a good pick.
I can see Hogan talking Cheech. Yeah.
That is good.
Blake.
You know, I am gonna start the Mean Gene Okerlund run. And-
Jeff just did.
I know. He started. I'm going to continue it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep the run going because I think this is an important character that ties everybody together. And so I can't think of a better deadpan person to play this other than Bill Hader.
Go save that for round 5.
Jim,
Jim,
the joke just doesn't work when you
Shut up,
use it
Jeff.
Right
Jim, go ahead.
Well, I'll go with Mean Gene too.
Oh,
There it is. It's the
We got
run.
to run.
Are you starting the run?
I'm going to start the Mean Gene run here. And I'm going to go with Gary Oldman.
Oh, that's a good one.
We could say that for round 5.
Jeff?
I might as well start the run on Mean Gene Okerlund. But I'm going for my Mean Gene. I'm going Andy Sipowicz, as portrayed by Dennis Franz
From NYPD Blue?
from NYPD Blue.
Okay.
He's a little bigger than Mean Gene was.
Yeah,
wait.
but
You
when
going
he's
with
next to the guys I cast for other things, he's going to look small.
Oh, is that the bald guy?
Yes.
The mustache?
Yes.
The lead.
You could have taken Mario.
Yeah, but he's wearing a hat.
No, he doesn't have the hat anymore because Spike Lee stole it.
I thought Spike Lee was wearing the Joker's hat. Or the Riddler's hat.
Wario's hat.
Wario's
Oh, Wario's hat. I thought it was the Riddler's hat, wasn't it? With the glasses?
I'm going to start the run on Mean Gene Okerlund. I'm going to go Danny DeVito as mine.
Yeah, that was a predictable pick.
Yeah, I stayed away from that one.
Could have saved it for round 5.
No, he was going to pick him for that.
Although I only know him from his image, and I think Danny DeVito is second only to Cheech Marin as someone who looks like him out of these choices.
Andy Sipowicz.
Anyways, go ahead, Scab Jeff. Round 3.
Round 3. I'm going to go Andre the Giant.
You want to start the run on him?
And again, it's just from seeing him, I don't know much about him. But there was, I don't know this guy's name, but the guy from Princess Bride, the big giant guy.
That's Andre the Giant.
I say him.
You're taking Fezzik. Fezzik from
Yeah.
Princess Bride,
Yes.
who was played by Andre the Giant.
Good pick. Fezzik to
I like
play
it.
Andre the Giant. I like it.
like
You
it.
know, every time I think we should get a new movie critic, you just redeem yourself. Go ahead, Blake.
I'm going to go with my Vince McMahon now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with the guy that you never realize he's in any movie, and he's that good, and I think he could pull this off as Vince McMahon. I'm going to go with Tom Hardy.
Who?
Exactly.
Jim?
I'm going to take my Vince McMahon, and he's a better actor than Blake has, who...
What?
You realize he's in the movies because he's that good. I'll go Christian Bale.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have Oldman and Bale.
Yeah.
Who else did you pick?
I picked
James McAvoy.
McAvoy.
You might have the most star-studded cast.
Oh, yeah, I kind of did that.
Are those in the Batmans?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Let's see. I've got Andre and Piper. I think I'll go for Piper.
Okay.
My Roddy Piper. Now, granted, this is not Scottish, but I think he can still pull it off.
Then it's
anyway.
crap.
Well, Piper's not Scottish. He's American of Scottish descent. But I'm going to go with the Tasmanian Devil.
I like it.
You ever watch the end of Piper's Pit? He sounds just like the Tasmanian Devil. So I think that'll work.
Okay. I'm going my Andre the Giant. I hope people remember him. He played for the University of Kentucky, played for the Giants, and Arena Football League. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. Jared Lorenzen. That is my Andre the Giant.
Not tall enough.
Pillsbury Throwboy.
Unfortunately,
The
he
hefty
broke his
lefty.
leg, so the movie got canceled. Scab Jeff.
My last one is Roddy Piper, which again, all I have is what he looks like. So I'm going with Lionel Richie.
Did you get the right picture of Roddy Piper?
The singer guy.
You talked about redemption, Jason.
If you guys would like to be the next movie critic, please send to Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
He's checking his phone.
That guy, right?
This guy, right?
This is Lionel Richie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
You know
what do you
what
think
Roddy
Roddy
Piper
Piper looks like?
Piper's phone.
Piper doesn't have a mustache.
And he's
Or Jerry
white.
curl.
Okay, let me find a picture.
You gotta find somebody with a mullet.
I'm
Good
gonna
news
take,
is,
I'm going
Brad-
to take that guy who was in They Live.
That's funny.
I'm not saying anything, but Brad from the Cinema Guys, if you would like to come on the show and be our movie critic,
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
send your request, send your application for a movie critic to
Brain hurt.
gmail.com.
To be a movie critic, I thought you had to have sight.
Scab Jeff is the Helen Keller of movie critics. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to start the run on Roddy Piper.
Okay.
I'm going with Christopher Heavju, the Tormund from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What character do you play?
Because he wore a skirt.
Tormund.
too.
Played Tormund.
Tormund, okay.
Christoph Hivju is the guy's name, the actor's name.
Christopher Heavju.
Okay, Jim.
I'm going to take my Andre the Giant, since that's the one I have left. Mm-hmm. And I am going to go with, he's played giants before in movies. I know he played a dwarf, but I'm going to go with Peter Dinklage.
I very well considered him. So you made my pick for Andre the Giant so much easier.
What would be your pick, Jeff?
Gimli.
No. My pick
all right.
for Andre the Giant is Andy Serkis in motion capture.
Gimli.
I do like your Tasmanian devil.
Not Gimli. No, that's Gollum.
My Roddy Piper.
King Kong.
I actually think he kind of looks like him, and he can joke and act like him.
Nicole Richie?
Yes. You know what? That's better than anything I got. Nicole Richie. Nicole Richie. I was going to say Jim Carrey. No, Nicole Richie. Well done, Jeff. Thanks. Thanks for that. So here's my
he ain't
team.
winning with Nicole Richie on
Well,
your
the reason
team.
I had to take Peter Dinklage, because I was going to take the guy who played Bane, but Blake already took him.
So
For a different character.
I got Piper as Nicole Richie. Vince McMahon is Ray Wise. Andre the Giant is Jared Lorenzen. Mean Gene is Dane DeVito. Scab, who do you got? Who's Roddy Piper? Lionel Richie?
Lionel Richie.
Vince McMahon is Mark Cuban. Andre the Giant Fezzik. And Cheech Marin for Mean Gene Okerlund. Jeff, you got Tasmanian Devil for Roddy Piper. Howard Saint for Vince McMahon.
Yes.
Andre the Giant is Andy Serkis. And Andy Sipowicz for Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yep.
Jim, you got James McAvoy for Piper, Christian Bale for McMahon, Peter Dinklage for Andre the Giant, and Gary Oldman for Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yep.
Blake, you got Tomas for Roddy Piper.
No.
You got
No.
T. Horty.
No.
Tormund for
Tormund.
you got
Christopher Heavju. Spell it.
H.E. Scribble. Vince McMahon is Thomas Horty.
Hardy.
Andre the Giant is The Hill.
He can't even read
Say his
own
name.
writing.
Halfthor. Julius
Mean Gene
Bjornsson.
Bjornsson.
And Mean Gene Okerlund is William Hader. So
Bill
there you go.
Hader.
Oh, okay, there you go. So, Brian Hackney, Mike, and Sean, we need your picks. Who wins the draft day of Hulk Hogan movie, the biopic?
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
This week, it's a special episode of the News of the Geek. It's the Oscar episode.
Oscar recap.
Woo! Now, we won't go through all of them because there's 24 categories.
Oh,
I want to save you the embarrassment.
In general, I didn't think that they'd give Black Panther as many as they gave it, and I didn't think they would give the ones that deserved it the Oscars in several categories, like actress and.
Yeah, Olivia Colman surprised you?
She surprised me, but she deserved it, and the visual effects that deserved it, and that surprised me as well. It was First Man.
Let me help you here. I want to give you the ones that you got right. It's going to be quicker than the ones you got wrong. Adapted screenplay, You picked Black Klansman. That was correct. That was correct. Spike
You had to
Lee's
go
first
all the
movie.
way down to that.
Yeah.
I think he started from the bottom.
Animated short film. Bayo. Did you like that? I know we talked last week a little bit about it.
No, I didn't really. I thought it was getting great when she ate it, like she ate her
Yeah.
kid, and like I thought it was going to get real dark because I had just seen all the ones about the kids, all the live action shorts about the kids dying, and I thought, ooh, this is going to be good. And no, it was just stupid after that.
She wasn't a serial killer. Let's see.
They were just trying to pull on your heartstrings.
You picked the easy one, Shallow, from A Star Is Born for Best Original Song.
Yep.
Did you like the song?
I actually do. I think it added to the emotion that you feel during the movie.
When you saw Sam Elliott in the crowd, did he look like he was playing Sam Elliott in the Oscars?
He
Oscars?
He did not deserve that nomination.
We saw the clip that they showed, and I'm like, that's Sam Elliott from Big Lebowski, from every movie
Exactly.
he's in.
Exactly.
Tombstone, from Mask.
And it didn't
Why
fit in this
not?
movie.
From The Ranch.
Yeah.
Is he still in that?
Yes.
Really? Let's see. Has the new season started with Dax Shepard?
It was a half a season it did, yes.
Was he good?
As good as Dak Shepard can
As
be.
good as The Ranch can be.
But you continue to watch.
I watch a lot of crap.
Like Winona Earp.
Hey. Don't badmouth Winona Earp. That's my job.
Stay in your zone. Stay in your lane, Jeff. Makeup and hairstyling, Vice. You got that right.
That was a pretty much gimme. Like, you do not recognize him as Dick Cheney.
And there were only 3 options.
Foreign language film. If Roma didn't win this, as was up for Best Picture, there's an issue.
Yeah, he would
I
have $100.
I want $1 off him for that one.
We bet $1 that I bet my dollar to his $100 that Roma was going to win Best Picture and lose Best Foreign Film.
That would have been funny.
I lost $1.
Costume design, Black Panther, that one. Let's see. Here we go. Cinematography, Roma, one.
Roma.
Animated feature, even though you did not see it, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I figured with the Golden Globes, that was a gimme.
Jeff, help me out here. That still should have been up for Best Picture.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far.
It was a damn good film.
It was a good film. It should have been up. It should have won Best.
It's on.
Although I haven't seen Isle of Dogs.
Oh,
but
Isle of Dogs is real good.
Isle of Dogs was
But I haven't
good.
seen Spider-Man,
Yeah.
so I
The
can't.
3 I saw, Spider-Man was better than
What did you see?
Incredibles 2 and Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Okay. I've liked Incredibles 2. The more my kids have watched it, I still don't think it's as good as it could have been. Like, it was very well done, but I still like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot better in my opinion.
You had Regina King, because she kicks ass, as Best Supporting Actress. The one thing you did not, you picked Glenn Close for the actress,
Yeah.
Everybody did.
She was odds-on favorite to win.
and Olivia Colman won, which was funny because she's like, I'm never going to get back up here again. So here's my time.
Well, she honestly, we were watching it, she honestly looked surprised. She wasn't expecting to win.
I like that she won.
And Glenn Close looked a little pissed.
Yeah, she was expecting to win.
We rewound the show so we can double check Glenn Close's look, and she just had that. I can't believe they gave it to someone else. Look, as she's politely clapping, and
But I know the camera is on me right now.
And we talked about this last week. She's never won, right?
She nominated 8 or 7 times, never won,
Okay.
which is a record apparently.
You had
now
you had Ali for Best Supporting Actor in Green Book. He won.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was. I think it was 1 to 40 odds. Like if you bet $40, you get $1 back, and
On him?
on the Vegas odds. Yeah.
Lead. I thought the actor categories were pretty easily picked. Rami Malek won for Best Actor. And those are your correct ones. You got 11 out of 24.
Hey, that's a pretty good number. Good job.
46%.
I feel I should have gotten more than that.
You didn't, because you even looked. You even graded this.
Yep.
who did he pick for director?
Quaron?
Oh, I picked him for director.
Didn't you pick Quaron?
Yeah.
Oh, he did win. Okay, so you're 12 out of 24.
I didn't grade that one.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
In documentary feature, I got.
The official statistician.
Okay, so you maybe got 13.
Oh, okay.
So I got more than 50%.
Yeah.
I say keep challenging it. You're going up.
I think got them all right.
4, 5, 6.
So I went from like 39% to
Okay, you got 13
53%.
out of 24. My bad. You got 13 out of 24. My
Okay.
bad. So that new math.
56%.
If you've had a claim or process in the past, better challenge the dollar amount you are paid.
It's not about you. That is 54%. Well done, Scab Jeff. One done. Which one surprised you the most that won? Besides Green Book. Because you thought Roma had it.
Glenn Close?
Yeah, but I think that First Man winning visual effects surprised me
I was kind of
more
surprised
than
by it.
anything.
Really, I thought First Man not winning sound editing,
Or editing.
whichever one you.
Oh
were-
yeah, that one I was pretty sure that it would. I was pretty sure that it would take it, but it didn't surprise me that the other one did. It surprised me that something other than this one.
Who
But
won that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody. I want to thank sound mixing and sound editing categories because those are what won me the. I picked Bohemian Rhapsody in both of those.
tied you.
Tie is still a win.
I have the trophy at my house.
This isn't
I
soccer.
still have a win.
This isn't soccer.
Yeah, I could go out and buy a trophy. And I think I'm going to do that because this is 2 years in a row now, so I'm going to get 2 trophies.
I'm not sure it works like that. You lost the trophy fair and square.
I lost you rolling a die.
My wife did ask, could you please ask Gab Jeff which documentary is not about death of children? Because she does not want to watch
Marguerite.
All the documentaries are
Documentary
not
shorts.
about the documentary shorts are. It's the live action shorts.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, live action.
Live action shorts. Marguerite is the only one that's not about children dying or children killing people.
Okay, make a note of that. Okay, thank you.
Wait, you don't like the one where the kid gets trapped in the quicksand?
Moving
I
on.
kind of want to see that one.
Which one do you think is most deserving
Of what?
of
the
win?
win.
Of the wins? Rami Malek.
Olivia Colman.
I think Olivia Colman did a much better job than Rami Malek.
Okay,
Who was she in?
the favorite. The
Which one was
favorite.
that?
About the British monarchy.
It's the one about Queen.
The one called
Anne.
the favorite, Mike.
Not the favorite to win?
No,
No.
the one called the favorite.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe even original song. That one was
Shallow.
my favorite of the original songs.
Okay.
The other ones annoyed me to listen to. Except, no, actually, no. There was the Ballad of Buster Scruggs one was
Yes.
good, and the Mary Poppins ones wasn't bad.
Did you know Bette Midler sang it? Because that's all I heard about up until the week before. Oh my
That's
god!
all
I
you
thought that
heard
was
about?
Lionel Richie.
It was Lionel Richie.
All you heard about?
Yes.
I would say,
Unfortunately, I was also on the Bette Midler station,
Oh,
so that
okay.
could be the reason.
in my opinion, I was a little disappointed at the editing award going to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Did you see that clip they showed? It was they showed it. I saw one that and this one for best editing, and there was the scene where they meet up with the producer for the first time,
Okay.
and they're sitting in like the restaurant, and he comes and he introduces himself, and they brings in Paul and introduces him, and there's probably in like a 5-minute scene, 48 cuts. Going from here to there, and somebody's like, "I'm going to make it better," and they just put in like clips from other movies. But it was like, yeah, that is pretty bad.
I mean, maybe that's the story they wanted to tell, but they edited the life of Freddie Mercury wrong.
okay.
They might want to tell the wrong story, but like things happening at the wrong time in the wrong order, and I blame the editor for that.
Are you sure you didn't watch it with the reels in the wrong order?
Did he see at the end? Was he cured of AIDS?
I will say I watched it with a digital projection, so I don't think they actually put reels together anymore. Come on, Jeff, we're not living in the 2000 aughts anymore.
Yeah, it's depressing. We're in 2019. God, it's depressing. Well, Jeff, you're 13. You did better than Golden Globes, so that's good. You were at 38% for Golden Globes.
Yeah.
So you did a lot better, and the Oscars mean more. So congratulations, Scab. You're above 50%. We will keep you for another year.
I'm still disappointed. I can do better.
Well, I hope so.
Next year, pick the ones you think are most deserving, and not the ones you think are.
I gotta find the happy medium in there somehow.
Anyways, so there you go. There's your News of the Geek. We thanks Scab Jeff for that. And let's listen to some of our friends.
Hey, it's Brian.
And it's Tony.
From the Salty Language Podcast. We're a podcast with two friends that have, been around each other for, like 70 years or something. And, we talk about kind of everything.
We're like a married couple that you hate.
Yeah, basically something like that. No, we talk about, just weird news, stuff that happens in our life, pop culture, really anything. It's, we just have a nice conversation and make up stuff along the way. So, yeah. And I guess, you can find us at saltylanguage.com.
For sure. And beer you'll be fine.
Well, also, you can find us on dangerentertainment.net.
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment.net, in case you missed it the first time.
Hey everybody, this is Henno.
And this is Stephanie.
And we're from the Gotham Lights Podcast.
Also, the Orville Lights Podcast sometimes.
They are two podcasts dedicated to the television show Gotham
and the Orville.
Now, where can they reach us, Steph?
I'm so glad you asked, Henno. You can find us on Twitter at Gotham Lights. You can also find us on Facebook, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Just by searching Gotham Lights. Gotham Lights Podcast at gmail.com.
Jeff, what are you doing September 20th through the 22nd?
I am going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Because it starts on September 20th, and it goes through the 22nd at the Cincinnati at the Duke Energy Convention Center.
That is correct.
And the Harp Twins will be there.
They will be. They'll probably be hawking their comic book.
That they did with Dirk Manning.
Yes.
Also, they'll be doing 3 concerts that weekend. I will be there. Jeff will be there. Jim will be there.
I'll be there.
Scab Jeff, are you going to be there?
I'll probably be there.
Blake? Good answer. Anyways, so you can get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com, and you can play trivia with Hobie, but that's not it. Who else is going to be there from Firefly, Jeff?
Alan Tudyk and Marina Bakar. No, that's
Yes.
not her name.
Yeah,
it is.
Karen.
Is it? Okay.
But Karen.
I
She's
thought I
also in
screwed that up.
Gotham.
The pronunciation got screwed up.
She was also in Deadpool 2 and Deadpool 1. So
And
yes.
Gotham?
Yes, and Gotham.
And V.
And V, the remake. So get your tickets. There's going to be a lot more great artists, comic book artists, writers, maybe musicians, TV, and movie personnel going there. So
Is the children's playhouse?
Children's Theater of Cincinnati? I don't know. We'll see if they're going to be there. I hope so. They got the Sleeping Beauty movie coming up, or play coming up.
Play.
Yep.
They got plays.
Yes. Anyways, this is the Cincinnati Comic Expo thing.
Yes.
Anyway, so Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 20th through the 22nd. You can go to their website at CincinnatiComicExpo.com or their Facebook page, Cincinnati Comic Expo, or look at the Bad Ideas, History of Bad Ideas Facebook page. And usually once a week to twice a week, they list new people coming. I think you're going to get some new announcements in the next week or two. So go get your ticket. Unfortunately, the early bird special did expire, but they still have good deals on them. So just let you guys know. And just let you guys know, get the VIP weekend one. It's a lot better deal. So September 20th through the 22nd.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right. We didn't really get any new bombs this week. So we'll just go straight on into the top 5. We got opening in its opening week. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. It made $55.5 million in its opening weekend on a $129 million budget. Did you see it yet, Jason?
I have not.
Oh, disappointed.
Probably this weekend or early next week. I did get my Captain Marvel tickets, though. I'm excited.
Number 2, we have Alita: Battle Angel making another $12 million, a total of $61 domestically on a $170 million budget.
Okay, before people start flaming us, Sean. Yes, it's made decent money overseas. It's still not going to be the big hit that they thought.
Yes, and I know we got some complaints from some people in other countries. I'm looking at you, Canada, that we were only doing domestic box office.
Because America.
But we're America, and we're what matter. So that's
And we're too lazy to look up individual countries.
yes. Or even worldwide, even though that's just one click away from where we were. But I blame Hackney.
Yeah.
He's so lazy.
Where's Doug? He's the research guy.
Number 3, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, made another $10 million. That is a total of $83.5 million on a $99 million budget.
Still not what they thought.
Yeah, but it'll make its money back and then make money in
Blu-ray
and streaming and the home market.
Anybody see it?
No.
No.
The trailers did not intrigue me at all.
I just have to get my ass to the theater to watch some of these movies.
That would be good.
And, I mean, gosh, it's such a tough trek to get up there and then sit in those comfortable reclining chairs.
It is very comfortable.
All right. 4, in its opening weekend, Fighting with My Family made $8 million on an $11 million budget.
It's the biopic of Paige, the wrestler, the British wrestler in the WWE. The Rock is in it. And
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I don't think it looks bad.
Is this the one with Nick Frost in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick
Okay.
Frost plays her dad.
The issue is, though, they were expecting a lot more money. They were expecting about double this.
Oh.
And I'm like, I think it's a niche market that's going to see this. I mean...
Yeah,
It's opening weekend made $8 million on 11.
Yeah,
I
$11
think
million
it's money back.
budget. It's going to make its money back by week 2.
They said the studios were really upset. They really wanted it to be double this.
Well,
then maybe
everybody
they should have
wants
marketed it better.
Yeah.
I will say the marketing has been pretty bad on it.
The marketing's it's on during wrestling shows.
And that's it, yeah.
Or it's on during Fox.
Fox News?
No.
Oh.
Fox showed a lot of it.
Oh,
Like,
did
during
they?
because they have Fox is picking up.
SmackDown in October.
Yeah.
Friday nights.
But yeah, during Fox Sports, they've been advertising that and wrestling.
I'll see it when it comes streaming. Well, let's go.
And Isn't It Romantic made another $7.5 million, a total of $34 million on a $31 million budget.
Stop trying to make Rebel Wilson a thing. Stop it. Just stop it.
Opening this Friday, March 1st, 2019, we have Greta.
Greta, a young woman, befriends a lonely widow who's harboring a dark and deadly agenda towards her. With the cast of Isabella Huppert, Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh, Claretts.
Oh, Clarence.
And of Umbrella Academy fame, Calm Fior.
Ah, yes. And we also have Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral.
This is about a joyous family reunion becomes a hilarious nightmare as Medea and the crew travel to backwoods Georgia, where they find themselves unexpectedly planning a funeral that might unveil unsavory family secrets.
Scab, do you think Medea's Family Funeral will be up for a Oscar next year?
I think it's too early in the year to tell, but with its release date, I'm thinking.
If they released it in October, maybe.
Well, yeah, then
Perfectly.
Hey, that guy looks like Medea.
Yes, someone did make that comment at the
Oscar part.
Yeah.
That was almost as good as the, hey, that looks like
Barbara
Barbara
Streisand.
Streisand. It is Barbara Streisand.
Like, you're right. That uncannily looks like Barbara Streisand.
What we got on buy sell? The stock of.
We're starting with Jay Baruchel. He is currently at $71.15. By comparison, Kit Harington is $66.43.
Both of them are in How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, Kit is in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Who does he do the voice of?
A Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that's not a good person.
Yeah.
He plays a bad guy?
I think so.
Kit Harington?
I know. I am selling Jay Baruchel because this is the last of the How to Train Your Dragon
But
movies.
Jay Baruchel is a good actor, and I like him, and I like things.
Are
he's
you
in.
buying?
I'm buying.
Okay. Jim?
Let me pull something up real quick, and I'll let you know. Go on somebody else.
Blake?
Sal.
Scab?
what else is he in?
Goon.
Like in live action?
How to Train Your Dragon 2, How to Train
He
Your
said
Dragon.
live action. Let's see.
Fanboys, Tropic Thunder, Knocked Up, $1 Million Baby, How to Train Your Dragon, Sorcerer Apprentice, Good Neighbors, Goon. This is the end.
I'm selling.
Okay. Jim?
But he played Danger in $1 Million Baby.
Let's see. He has The Kindness of Strangers and Random Acts of Violence. I'm going to sell right now.
Okay.
I'm taking all your Jay Baruchels.
Who's next?
We have Kate Blanchett at $89.73 compared to Emma Watson at $86.10.
I'll buy. Why not?
I would buy Kate Blanchett. She's always popping up in things. Whether they make a lot of money, I don't know, but they're always good movies.
Jim?
Let's see. She's got Where'd You Go, Bernadette coming up.
Heard good things about that.
Blackbird and Lucy and Desi. I'll buy if she's doing a Lucy movie.
Okay, Blake, buy.
Yeah, I'll do. I wasn't gonna buy until he said she's doing a Lucy movie, and she said she seems pretty perfect for that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Lucy.
Well, there you go. There's your buy sell. Let's do some top 5, Jeff. Jeff, that is top 5 music. What's our top 5 this week?
Our top 5 this week, as we hinted about before, our top 5 favorite Best Picture nominees to not win the Oscar.
Okay, Scab Jeff, you started off. What's your number 5?
So they had to have been nominated.
Correct.
And not win.
My number 5 is There Will Be Blood.
Ugh.
I really like Paul Thomas Anderson. I think this is probably his best. And it just blows me away every time I see the striking oil scene and the bowling alley scene at the end. It's a fantastic, fantastic movie. And
What did it lose to?
I didn't write that
No
down.
Country for Old Men.
Okay.
Which was also a good movie.
Yeah, that just was up against a really good film, too.
Yeah.
I thought they were the same movie.
They were. All I know is I have only seen the first half hour of There Will Be Blood because I was waiting to watch No Country for Old Men, and I was a little early. So I sat in There Will Be Blood, and I saw no dialogue.
There was not. Did the reels go backwards? Was there no sound? Number 5 for me.
Were they in order?
I don't know. I just saw a half hours with no dialogue. Well, there were opening credits, so I would assume
Those were closing credits.
Oh.
Why is the best boy in there? Number 5, Apollo 13 is for me. 1995. I didn't think it was that great, and then I have watched it probably 10, 15 times since then.
Oh, okay.
I really loved it.
I didn't think it was that great, but it's on my list.
I really loved it ever since then.
I will say Apollo 13 is one of those movies that always Shawshanks me. You know, like when it's on, you have to watch it.
Yep.
Apollo 13 is like one of those top movies.
It's really well
for me.
done. It lost to Braveheart in 1995. So
Braveheart won?
Braveheart.
What a crike.
Jeff.
My number 5 is Inglourious Bastards.
Okay. What did it lose to?
I have no clue.
What year?
I have no clue.
You guys are killing me.
You didn't tell me I need to know that stuff. I'm just telling you.
Thought it was just common sense. Anyways,
No,
go ahead.
I was told it didn't matter
down-
if they were better or worse
I
than the
wrote
movie
down
they
my
lost
years
to.
and the movies they lost to.
It doesn't matter what they lost to.
Okay.
Like Jeff's pick, it lost to a movie that was deserving of winning. I don't know what this lost to. I was just going through the ones I went through what was nominated that didn't win, and then picked my 5 favorite.
But he should have beat the movie that was nominated.
Doesn't have to.
that year. That's the way I interpreted it.
Well, when I asked, I was told no.
It's pretty much everybody can do it how they want.
It's true. This is a Hobie top 5.
That's true.
It lost to Serious Man.
The Serious Man didn't win, so
Up
no.
in the Air, Up, and Educate. Oh, sorry, there it is. Hurt Locker.
Lost to Hurt Locker.
2009.
But I was saying Inglourious Bastards is, I think, my favorite Tarantino movie, and Tarantino is somebody whose movies I really like. And
You like it better than Kill Bill?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I will put especially the opening scene with Hans Landa in the French
standalone
house.
short film.
That would be perfect as a short film.
That was
yes.
probably one of the best opening scenes I've ever seen in my life. Great film.
I agree. That was a mind-blowing first scene.
Jeff? Or Jim, I mean. Sorry.
Me, I will go with, let me see if I can find the year for you.
No, I got it. Go ahead.
So you're not angry at me.
No, I got it. Go ahead.
I've written down all mine, so I don't get yelled at.
I'll go from 2004. It lost to $1 Million Baby. I'll go Sideways.
Oh, okay. You know what else was nominated that year?
Ray.
It's a time traveling film. Ray,
I
time
thought
traveling.
you were going to bash my pick, Jason, because it has Sandra Oh in it.
It does. I like Sideways.
Sandra
I don't think I've seen it
Oh.
since I already saw it. Stop it. Blake, what's your number 5?
My number 5 lost to Annie Hall. It was 1978.
Star Wars.
Bitch.
Okay. What's your number 4?
Oh, shit. Number 4.
He was expecting us to talk about that for about a half
Yeah,
hour.
we know. We know what Star Wars is.
My number 4 lost to the most boring fucking movie I ever watched that was an Oscar winner. Chariots
Show
of
on
Fire.
Ugh.
God, was that a horrible movie.
Would
You guys ever sit through that movie?
I haven't seen it. So
Oh, my God.
I enjoyed it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You lied.
I'm a distance runner.
Well, you're the only one.
Apparently, other people liked it because it did win an award.
They're not necessarily
did it
right
beat?
now, are they?
Raiders of the Lost
it
Ark.
beat out Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981.
That's a good one. I forgot about that. Jim, number 4.
Number 4, I will take. It was up against Crash. I will take Munich.
Ah, okay.
Or München.
I haven't seen Munich, so I can't judge that one well.
Good film.
I haven't either, and now I really have to.
Jeff?
I like Munich. It was a good film.
Very good film. Banya did a good job in it.
Eric.
I have no clue what it lost to.
Okay.
Well, I've
What
got to
movie?
think.
No, just go ahead.
I think it's 1991.
Okay.
Okay, I got it pulled up.
Go ahead.
Beauty and the Beast.
Lost to Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it deserved to lose to Silence of the Lambs.
The movies that year were Silence of the Lambs, Beauty and the Beast, Bugsy, JFK, and Prince of Tides.
Okay, it was the second best. Silence of the Lambs deserved to win. I'm not going to take anything away from that. But Beauty and the Beast is like one
You
of
do
my
love that film.
favorite movies.
Go back and look at nominations. And you're like, how in the hell did some of those movies get nominated for that category?
Oh, yeah, there's...
Christ.
But yeah.
My number-
It's my favorite Disney animated movie.
my number 4, love the book, love the movie. It lost to Lawrence of Arabia in 1963
No.
to Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Really like that movie.
Both of those are
Well
really
done.
good movies. Lawrence of Arabia is a really good movie, though.
I don't
too.
dislike Lawrence of Arabia, but I didn't think it should have won Best Picture above To Kill a Mockingbird. I really enjoy that film. Every time it comes on, like I'm flipping through the classics and that, I stop.
Two movies that are still valid today.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff. Scab?
This one lost to My Fair Lady in the late 60s.
What?
Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
How did I miss that one?
Oh, I thought that was going to be your number one.
Yeah.
No.
I had that as a honorable mention.
Damn it.
Scab, what's the number 3?
This one lost to How Green Was My Valley in 1941.
Oh, God.
Citizen Kane.
Yep. I was expecting that to be on your... How green is my... How the fuck did that win?
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh,
we had to
okay.
watch that in college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't,
Yes.
You're the first person I know who's ever seen it.
Yeah.
He just made that title up.
No. It's a porn, too. They didn't change it. They didn't change the title.
And the thing is, it's not a question. There's no question
Nope.
mark in it.
Nope.
They're not asking how green was my valley.
I took a,
They're saying how green.
I took a
was
couple
my
film
valley.
classes in college, and that was one of the films we had to watch. I'm like, oh, dear God, why?
Is that the prelude to Soylent Green?
Yes.
It's not people. It's
So,
animals.
Scab,
Yes,
have you seen How Green Was My Valley?
I have not.
Have
Okay.
you seen Soylent Green?
Don't.
It's
Oh,
beans.
don't watch Soylent Green. That was
I
so
have, I
bad.
have seen Soylent Green.
There you go.
But I knew the twist before.
Oh,
the
yeah.
end.
There's a twist?
Have you seen what's behind?
Rosebud. Rosebud is the trip.
Have you seen what's behind the green door?
I have not.
A miniature man. Let's see here.
A palm olive soap.
Number 3 is Lost to Driving Miss Daisy in 89. Dead Poets Society.
Oh, how did I miss that?
I had that on honorable mention.
I enjoyed Dead Poet Society. It
Really?
just didn't make my list.
Really enjoyed it.
Didn't make my top 27. I enjoyed it, but
Well,
My list was, I think,
Good one.
13
That's
or
a good one.
something. It didn't make my top.
what's your number 3?
I like that.
My number 3, yeah, I don't know what year or what it lost to.
Okay.
But I picked Lost in Translation.
Okay.
that was one of my honorable
How
mentions.
did I miss that one? There's 3.
Sofia Coppola is so much better at directing than she was at acting.
Yes.
In 2003, it lost to The Return of the King.
Okay. Well, ooh.
Here we go. Here's another one.
That's how you missed it, because you said it's got to be better than the
Master
movie.
and Commander.
Master and Commander
Well, that was a good
was up
movie,
there.
too.
Mystic River and Seabiscuit.
That was a pretty good year.
That was a good year for
Except
nominations.
Seabiscuit.
No, Seabiscuit was great because our boss was an extra in Seabiscuit.
Number 3, Jim.
My number 3, I'll go to 1979. It lost to Kramer versus Kramer.
Oh, no.
I'll go Breaking Away.
Oh, I got the different one.
Okay.
Breaking Away I had on my honorable mention list.
I had Apocalypse Now.
Yep.
What number was that for you?
That was number 3.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, hold on. That was 2. Shit.
Well, swap them, quick.
That was my number 3. Sorry.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 was 1999. Lost to Shenanigans in Love. No, Shakespeare in Love. Saving Private Ryan.
Wasn't even the best war movie of that year.
Which one was it?
The one Jim's going to mention.
Saving Private Ryan was 1998.
Yeah, I wrote 1999.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the year it was given the award.
Gotcha.
Correct. We're talking technicalities. I know Star Wars was 1978, but it came out in 77. But they awarded it in 78.
I thought you said 77 when you said Star Wars.
No, it said it was 1978. 'cause it was
Jim,
when
what's
they
your
got
number
the
2?
award.
Please stop us from this.
My number 2, 1998 or 1999, whichever one you want to go with. I'll go with
The better war movie.
The better
than
war
Saving
movie.
Private Ryan?
I'll go the Terrence Malick classic, A Thin Red Line.
1998,
No.
lost to Shakespeare in Love.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way A Thin Red Line was better than Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
Is
Private
Saving
Ryan is
Private-
so overrated.
After the first 45 minutes of Saving Private Ryan was a good film. I'm serious.
A good opening beach storm,
Yes.
blah, blah,
That's
ball.
true.
But
You
as soon as
can't-
they
that's
went looking for
uncomparable.
Private Ryan, it was just okay.
When that girl in the red dress showed up,
I think that was Schindler's List. I think.
Oh, wait. The scene with Nathan Fillion was an excellent scene.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking.
oh, with the stabbing scene where he's stabbing him, and
I'll
he's-
say, no, that's not the scene with Nathan Fillion.
No.
Who's
No,
Nathan
that was
Fillion?
Birdcage
man.
that you're thinking about.
So what
No,
you're
and
saying?
Saving Private.
Nathan Fillion was the other Private Ryan who they went and told his brother was dead. His brothers were dead, and he starts crying because they weren't even in the war, and then they found out they had the wrong.
Yeah, their brothers are like 13 years old.
So there is that scene that really sticks with me from Saving Private Ryan, where he's stabbing him up in the
Yeah,
room.
that's right. Yeah,
That one does stick with you.
I'm just saying.
Adam Goldberg.
Stick,
That whole-
stick
that
with
whole-
you.
I'm just saying. After the first 45 minutes, is it that good of a film?
So you're saying after that 45 minutes, that wonderful storming of the beach
Beautiful,
in Normandy's, you lost credibility when they had to go to Mars to save Matt Damon.
Exactly.
Yes.
I would have put on this list, I would have put Tree of Life because I heard it's a great film, another Terrence Malick movie, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere to watch it.
Really?
It's not available on any streaming service.
It is awful.
I heard a lot of people say it's great.
It's as
but
good as The Fountain.
It's really not.
I still don't know what's going on in the fountain.
It reminds me a lot of The Fountain.
You're Rosky. In Saving Private Ryan, I did like when Casper Van Dien showed up. I thought that was a very good scene. I thought the shower scene was really good. in
Okay,
it.
Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is
When you're talking about killing bugs.
a movie that Jason will roll his eyes at when I say it, but it's Inception.
It's a good film.
I had that in my honorable mention. What year was that, Jeff?
That was 2010, 11, 12, 10.
Somewhere
2010.
in that range.
It lost to King's Speech.
Yes, it did lose to the King's Speech.
Yeah, there was a lot of movies I think could have won over the King's Speech. But
Let's see. My number 2, same year, Jeff, 2010.
Ooh, okay.
Toy Story 3.
All right.
I love Toy Story 3. Love it. Should have won Best Picture. Up that year also.
Shouldn't have. Inception should have.
127 Hours, Black Swan, The Fighter,
Ooh,
The Kids Are All Right,
Black Swan.
Social Network, True Grit, and Winter's Bone.
There's a lot of good movies in that year.
Everybody says Social Network got screwed. I don't think it got screwed.
I don't think it was that good. There was
I
that
think-
many Oscar nominations for Best Picture that year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been the first year they
expanded to
expanded
10.
it from.
Nope, 2009 was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The second year that
Yep.
they expanded it from 5 to up to 10.
Yeah.
Up to 10.
Up
Wow.
Good. Scab, number 2.
2 is just a wonderful film. It lost to The Sting. I don't in the 70s sometime.
Okay.
But Cries and Whispers, the Ingmar Bergman film, I think that my number one, like, took heavily from this movie and just made this movie better.
Okay.
1973.
1973.
What's your number one then?
La La Land is the best movie
course.
ever made. It takes everything that has been built into film up to this point, and it just puts it together perfectly.
I'm going to kill the Whisperer.
What year was La La Land out? What did it lose to?
Moonlight.
It lost to Moonlight.
It won.
Oh, yeah, it won. That's right. It won. And then they stole it from it.
Whisperers. Number one for me, everybody should know this. Lost to Forrest Gump in 94, Shawshank Redemption. I think it might be the most perfect film I've ever seen. Love that movie.
Well, I'm going to have to change my number one now.
What's your number one, Jeff?
My number one should be no surprise to anyone who's heard me speak before. But,
Rollerball?
No, not Rollerball. That was never nominated.
Boing.
Running Man?
None of those were nominated. I was limited to what was nominated.
Did you say Running Man?
It lost to a movie that I refused to watch because it beat. It lost to Braveheart.
Okay.
And it is Babe.
Oh.
That was one of my honorable mentions.
The best, in my opinion, the best movie nominated that didn't win.
Jim, what's your number one? Shawshank?
I
Wasn't it the
actually
ripoff from
Hobied it.
Charlotte's Web?
No. It
I'm
was
trying
so
to
much
find
better
what other
than
year
Charlotte's
the other
Web.
one was out. Shawshank was 94. This one was after that.
Okay. Blake, we'll go to you first. Blake, what's the number one?
Number one, it lost to In the Heat of the Night, 1968, The Graduate. Although I read
I almost picked that as well.
Thank you. Although I read a disturbing article written by a millennial journalist and basically talking about The Graduate in today's perspectives. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. If
Yeah.
you think about it and you go back to it.
Oh, it's very creepy.
It
I don't
is.
know. To me, it felt way too self-indulgent and
I thought it had a lot of good
self-important to itself.
cinematography and, some good scenes set with music and,
And a good best boy. And
good best boy.
It
in a
might
grip,
have been the best boy of the year
Yeah.
and should have won that Oscar.
I just thought it overall was pretty good, but yeah, you start putting it into today's perspectives, might not make it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things don't hold up to
a lot.
today's
Yeah, that's
perspective.
Jim, what do you got?
1999, it lost to American Beauty. This was also my Hobied with Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile.
Okay.
I went with Darabont films.
Frank Darabont films.
Green Mile lost to American Beauty. Cider House Rules was that year, The Insider, and The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
Just a couple of quick honorable mentions, not all 27 of them, people. Keep it to 3. Honorable mentions for me, The Theory of Everything lost to Birdman in 2014. I like Theory of Everything.
I did enjoy the movie, but it
Okay,
didn't
so keeping it to 3, I got 12 Angry Men, Black Swan, The Fighter, Django Unchained, Zero Dark 30, The Big Short, Gangs of New York, L.A. Confidential,
Jeff.
Good Will Hunting, Pulp Fiction, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, and The Graduate.
All right. I don't think I had any of those on mine. Mine, I had Fargo, A Few Good Men, Dangerous Liaisons, Breaking Away, All the President's Men, Dr. Strangelove, and The Big Short. Did you say The Big Short? Okay.
I said The Big
Scab
Short.
Jeff, 5.
The Conversation, Silver Linings Playbook, Her, Taxi Driver, Clockwork Orange, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Okay.
Was that 5?
Sure. Blake, anything?
Just Hobie it and list them all.
No, I
High Noon, Sunset Boulevard, Magnificent Ambersons.
Which High
Stagecoach.
Noon?
The one that was nominated.
Oh, okay.
Was the Magnificent Ambersons, was that really that good?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people...
I think it was better than Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
But it wasn't groundbreaking because it was his second one that did pretty much the same thing.
Okay, we got some listener responses. This was a great one. A lot of people responded. If we don't get to yours, we'll put it on next week's listener feedback.
What he said.
Dev, Sci Guy, Saving Private Ryan, Shawshank Redemption, number 3, Apollo 13, number 2, Green Mile, number 1, Good Will Hunting. Honorable mentions, Toy Story 3, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. What? Captain Phillips, Bridge of Spies, The Post, and Babe.
You allowed him 6 and only Jeff 5?
We like Dev. Intern Hackney. No particular order. How dare you? Apocalypse Now, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, Saving Private Ryan. Honorable mention, American Sniper, and Gangs of New York.
Did you see American Sniper?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah. It was good, but I mean, I don't think anything.
He just hated the baby.
What was it, a watermelon?
Doctor Number One. Doctor Number One had Bossy Breasts 2.
That wasn't nominated.
It should be. Kevin had Cincy Explorer. Number 5, Saving Private Ryan. 4, Fargo. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I forgot about that one.
I hadn't seen it.
2, Shawshank Redemption. Number 1, Citizen Kane. Honorable mention, Wizard of Oz, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Graduate, Apocalypse Now, and Gangs of New York. And Dunkirk.
Oh, 6. He gave Kevin 6.
You gave Kevin 6, too.
And you can't say we like him.
Cinema Guys had Saving Private Ryan, Mad Max, Fury Road, Blake's favorite, The Arrival.
Oh, no.
Whiplash, and District 9.
Whiplash was real good.
Was it happening on that list?
No.
That wasn't nominated.
We do apologize. He did ask us to talk about the new FC Cincinnati mascot. We'll get to that next week. Anyways, also
did?
Brad.
Oh,
Brad
okay.
did.
Yeah, it's a tiger with... It's a blue and orange, like, lion with wings.
Sister Carolyn.
Does he carry a sword?
No, he
Does he
does
wear a
not have a
crown?
knife.
What?
No.
Sister Carolyn had Brokeback Mountain, losing to Crash. Saving Private Ryan. 3, Apocalypse Now. 2, I'm sure this is most people's number 1, but my number 2, Shawshank Redemption. And number 1, L.A. Confidential. Anything
I
else to
forgot that.
Titanic would have been better than that horribly written piece of shit. Jack, Rose, Jack, Rose, Jack,
I'll never let go.
Jack.
Immediately let's go.
Move over. Honorable mentions, Prizzy's Honor, lost to Out of Africa. Ugh. And Fargo to the English Patient. Just ask Elaine. Good call. Let's see here.
The English patient.
Jen Adams. She's sober this week, so There Will Be Blood. Number 4, Gangs of New York. Number 3, Fargo. Number 2, Pulp Fiction. Number 1, Goodfellas. So, and David Brooks had, he thought La La Land won because Warren Beatty told me it did. My 5 in no particular order, and then he listed them 1 through 5. Number 5, I don't think you know how numbers work. Number 5, Whiplash.
Great, he's making fun of listeners now. What an asshole.
Sorry. Number 4, Tombstone. We make fun of everyone. Number 3, Shawshank Redemption. Number 2, Goodfellas. And number 1, Pulp Fiction.
Was Tombstone,
Tombstone nominated?
Tombstone wasn't nominated.
I'm just going with it. What it said.
Well, go ahead and make fun of the listeners now, because Tombstone would have at least made an honorable mention, if not higher, for me if I saw it on the list.
It would have been top 5 for me. Because it Shawshanks me all the time.
Best Supporting Actor for Val Kilmer, if I can talk. And that's all it said.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. So there you go. Scab Jeff, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for hitting 50% this year. We appreciate it.
I think I was
54%?
at like 70% last year for the Oscars.
All I'm saying is you got a lot of work to do for Canadian of the Year. I'm just saying. Hell, at this point, you may not even win a floppy for Movie Critic of the Year.
I learned a new city in Canada this
Windsor.
What's the capital of Canada, Jeff?
Ottawa.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
he's on his way.
If
I thought I was the
if you
capital of
tattoo a treasure
Ontario, I
map
thought I
on
got it
your
wrong.
chest,
Of Oak Island.
yeah, maybe you can.
We
have
found
a
a
chance to win.
button. So, anyways, yes, we will be back next week for episode 270. And bad idea of the week. Anything?
Drinking too much where you can't...
Pick your Oscar picks. Bad idea number 229.
Or having Jason do your math.
242.
yeah, 242, Jason doing your math.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Thanks to iTunes, we can't call it. I call him Keith. Let's see here. I got Save It for Round 5. I got There's a Twist. It was pitchy. I was angry. He can see because of Ray. And that was my best effort. I think that's from last week. Jim, you got anything?
I got She's Sober this week, and then I wrote down a few more that we can use. Going to the John, and How a Bill Becomes a Law.
We can't use those.
No.
Because apparently you're not allowed to use people's names.
Scab Jeff, you got anything?
I have nepotism with fighting. Hashtag Canadian facts. Is it me you're looking for?
No, it was. It definitely was not.
I like the nepotism with fighting.
Oh, what do you think happens at the end of Ray?
Well, it has her name in it. Can't
Blake,
brag.
anything? I like nepotism with fighting.
Nepotism with fighting.
There it is.
Nepotism with fighting.
It's our fifth choice. Good job, Scab. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.